This ain't for the money, this is for the love. This is sweating through my shirt before the sun's up. Thought that I was sure, thought that I would stop, but now I got 'em waiting for the other shoe to drop. Oh, I'm a flame burning bold in a world that's so cold. And I'm just getting started. I've been making moves before the dawn, cutting through the darkness. Can't nobody say I don't belong. I'll be the first one that you run for. Take my word, ain't no winner. Now I'm just getting started, and I can go on and on and on and on and on.
Hey guys, this is Humble Spirit. Thank you all for joining me. I really appreciate it as usual. I hope that you all have been well and, taking care of yourselves and trying to navigate through this crazy life. I know, I've been gone for a little minute, but of course, and trust me, I'm always paying attention to absolutely everything, okay? But sometimes there's just a good bit, that's been happening, over the course of this time and over the course of like a year, I guess I would say. And, I didn't speak on it because I don't like to repeat myself. And I hope that you guys understand that. I've done about 100 of these episodes on my podcast, and the things that were coming out and the things that were, in the media or just happening in the world, you could honestly listen to my old episodes and gather the info on the current situation that was happening, if that makes sense to you guys. So I personally felt no need to come and reiterate, and just keep telling you guys the same thing and the same words and, etc. So, as you can tell by the title, I'm going to talk about Kevin Hart, and I've done a good bit of episodes on celebrities, and as you can clearly see, this is, going to be on Kevin Hart. Now, I'm only doing this because I found how everything chronicalized very interesting. I don't know if you guys have been paying attention to Kevin Hart or anything like that, but the events that's been happening in his life has been kind of interesting, and how it's all fallen into place to come to this point. So Mr. Kevin Hart, he was the guy that basically took Cat Williams' place. I don't know if you guys remember back in the day, Cat Williams was popping, like he was coming out with like 1 billion specials, and he was the man. Basically, he was the up and coming, like, new little token black comedian, I guess you could say, because I mean, there's always in different generations a token black comedian. So, Cat Williams being the guy that spoke out, though, he spoke out about the parties he was going to, and, how he was seeing gay acts being performed, and, etc. So, and a lot of other things, but he was speaking out. And with him doing that, they already had Kevin Hart in place to take his spot, because that's how they do in Hollywood. They always have another person on, kind of on the same level, but in the same spectrum as the current person, so if they mess up, they have somebody to hurry up and take their place, and they will shove them down our throats, as they did with Kevin Hart. Okay. So, little did they know, Kevin was going to make a joke about how he doesn't want his son to be gay. I don't know if you guys remember that or not, because Kevin Hart was doing his thing too. He was, kind of out here, and he was, I guess, kind of funny. I don't know, but he was doing his thing too, but he just wasn't as known at the time, I would say, as Cat Williams was. Cat Williams was doing his thing. Okay. So now clearly he was the new token boy, like I said. So they made sure to just kind of put that under the rug, brushed that under the rug. They kept that, in the files until need be. So, per usual, the devil started giving Kevin Hart everything he could possibly ask for, possibly want, as we see, and like I said, and shoving him down our throats. But there is always a price to pay, guys. There is always a price to pay. Okay? And so as time progressed and as time kept going and, he was getting these things and we're him all over and, speed up. I started hearing about his house being vandalized. And I'm thinking, okay, what's he not doing for the devil? Because there's always a price to pay. I hear stories come out about him being unfaithful to his ex-wife and, maybe even his current wife, which could be true or not. But the thing about the elitists and the thing about, I guess you could say, Hollywood, they will set these celebrities up sometimes, and they love to set up the guy celebrities. If there's any men out here, that's a celebrity, they will try to make you fall into some sort of temptation. Okay? That's just how it works. And so on and so forth. Okay? But then, I wasn't really hearing anything except that, Kevin Hart was going to be hosting the Oscars and some award show or whatever it was. Now, however, a couple days later, they say, no, he can't host it because he's a homophobe. And that word gets me because I think to myself, like, homophobe. I thought a phobia was something that you're scared of, but that's just me. I don't know. Maybe I'm getting my information somewhere crazy or something, but pretty sure that means that you're scared of gay people. He's not scared of gay people. He just, didn't want his son to be gay, is what he stated. But they say, oh, he's a homophobe. He can't host this thing. He's, what would they say? Like, he would be, offending a lot of people, and offending a certain group and whatever. Okay? But the thing about these elitists is they will keep things in the vault to later blackmail the celebrities with. And so they did. Okay? And long story short, I'm pretty sure he didn't really apologize. I remember him coming on Instagram. I remember him saying a couple things, but I don't remember him really truly apologizing for what he said. He was kind of just like, okay, people change, etc., etc. But that's not enough. Okay? That's not enough. Not for the elitists. Not for Hollywood. Hollyweird. Okay? So that to them means he's going against them, which we know to them is unacceptable, right? My thing is, he had to know they would come for him. Come for that head. They already have been. They already was giving him very subtle warnings. This in itself, this whole accident, is a mere warning. But he had already been getting warned. It's just gradually been worse and worse. I might have the order wrong. I think maybe the stories about him being unfaithful came out first, then his house started getting vandalized, then this. Them oh, he's a homophobe came after his house getting vandalized, excuse me. And, that's kind of a big thing. You're kind of losing some fans. You're kind of losing some credibility. Getting looked at differently. Then, now this accident. So, like I said, with him not apologizing for, him saying he doesn't want his kid to be gay, was unacceptable. Like I said, they moved Cat Williams out of that spot because he was saying he wasn't with the gay stuff. He was telling what he was seeing, who he was seeing. So they said, you got to move out the way. Let's bring in this person that's going to be with it. That's going to be whatever. But little did they know, like I said, that he was going to say whatever he said. But like I said, they kept it in a vault until now. You got to be doing everything that they want you to do. Okay? So like I said, going against, they felt he was going against them. And the thing about it is, once that happened, I mean, if you're trying to stay a celebrity or you're trying to stay in that, limelight, that spot, I mean, you have to know that they're going to come after you if you do anything against them. But sometimes these celebrities seem, they seem like they feel like they're above things, or they're, they can skate through or whatever. And I don't know if that's what Kevin Hart was thinking. But on the flip side, maybe he should have been paying attention. Okay? They had to do whatever to, in a sense, bring him down, bring him back to earth. Okay? Now, I'm not saying, you can't have a car accident. That's not like something I'm saying. There's car accidents every day, probably. I'm just saying, why are the details so screwed up now to where you don't really know what happened in the accident? They're saying all types of things, and that's usually grounds for a hit. Okay? And on top of that, they like to distract the masses. You know what I mean? I've said this plenty of times in previous episodes. They like to distract the masses. Okay? They don't do anything new under the sun, you guys. We know this. So there's a hurricane going on, right? And then this accident happens. I think probably the day that it really got pretty bad. Another thing they like to do is kind of put things in our faces, as I've said previous to this. And surrounding this accident, here comes Dave Chappelle with a new comedy special, if you want to call it that, comedy. Okay? With a new comedy special, he comes randomly. And I mean, he's speaking on a lot of different subjects. I don't typically, I don't watch those things. So I've seen clips, and to my surprise, they were pretty dark. And you're thinking, this is supposed to be a comedy special, right? But anywho, he was speaking on a lot of different subjects. He says, this is the worst time to be a celebrity, because everyone is doomed. Well, first off, it's always been a horrible time to be a celebrity, in my opinion. I mean, am I tripping? And people should really think, why are they doomed? Why? Why are they doomed? And why is it a horrible time to be a celebrity? Now, I think after that, he goes and talk about Michael Jackson or something to try to, get you off of thinking about that probably. But my thing is, I stopped there. Why is it a horrible time to be a celebrity? Like I said, I think it's always been a horrible time to be a celebrity. But as time continues to go on, I mean, yeah, each time frame is going to be a horrible time to be a celebrity. And why are they doomed? Because they can put a hit out on these people whenever they please. They can warn these people whenever they please. They can do whatever with these people, these puppets, whenever they please. Okay? And life being so different and life being so changed and life, being somewhat over as it used to be and as we know it. They taking them out left and right. They warning those celebrities left and right. I mean, you're seeing something new about a celebrity, some scandal, some whatever, almost every day, almost every week. Okay? But yet on the flip side, Dave Chappelle is here to desensitize us, right? To distract us. To put things in our face. When in actuality, I mean, what he's saying is something very real and serious. This is something very dark. Why are we laughing? And all this comes out around the time of Kevin Hart's accident. But yet we're too busy laughing instead of seeing and hearing what's going on and what's being said. And he says, and he says this sometimes with a more serious look on his face, but yet the whole crowd laughs. Okay? And what amazes me about this is people still can't see the plot. People, they catch the codes. And it's crazy, like, the crazy thing about it to me, Kevin Hart wasn't cool with his son being gay or himself, maybe, himself being a part of the gay mafia, whatever. So they broke his back. If you look at the details of the crash and whatever, they say, his back has to get rehabilitated. So they broke his back. You guys do with that what you will. Okay? But it amazes me that people still can't see the plot. They still can't see the codes. They can't catch it. Okay? Because we remain more and more in this deep slumber. Being conscious isn't cool. Being asleep is. Which is how the devil can continue to run this world and do horrible things to these celebrities and us. Do horrible things to us and do horrible things to them, and destroy us. I mean, I guess that's horrible as well. But, this is how the devil can continue to run this world and do horrible things to these celebrities, meanwhile destroying us. Making us not care. Making us desensitized. And once again, I do these episodes on celebrities to educate or inform. I don't do it for clout. I don't do it so I can get a whole bunch of plays or whatever. I do it to inform. Because not to my surprise, people literally still don't want to accept that there is evil entities running this world. They don't want to accept that there's evil entities running this world. I mean, I would say they don't want to see it, or they don't, people still don't see that there's evil entities running this world. But I mean, come on, you got scary movies, you got like all this stuff, and you're telling me you don't think there's a devil out here? Oh, he's just doing his thing and you're doing your thing? He's just making scary movies or in them? Yeah. So like I said, I do these episodes on celebrities to educate or inform, because it's necessary. It is necessary. Okay? We have to see who is truly running things. We have to put these things together. We have to see the codes. We have to see what is going on. Maybe have a little empathy. And as it has always been, people still want to be famous, which blows my mind. There's been so many people that say, don't try to be famous. In a sense, I mean, we get shown being famous isn't cool. But if you really pay attention, you wouldn't want to. You wouldn't want to be famous. But it's not what they selling us, right? It's not what we seeing every day, right? Everybody's like, oh, I don't want to be poor. Oh, I don't want to be working a 9 to 5. I don't want to be doing this. I don't want to be doing that. I want to have all the money. I want to just, be able to be a person that goes up on stage and sings a note, or goes up there and says a joke, or, whatever, and get paid millions. Right? I mean, take Dave Chappelle, for example. I mean, they say, oh, he turned down a however many $1 million deal and went to Africa, and now he's back, and blah, blah, blah. Oh, he's a clone and whatever. No matter if he's a clone or not, I mean, either way, he's a sellout. Right? And now he has to go up on stage and tell these dark, evil jokes. Are they jokes? I don't know. You know what I mean? So if you really paid attention, you wouldn't want to be famous. But it's what they are selling us. They aren't promoting being spiritual, They aren't promoting connecting to the Most High. Instead, they're promoting all the low vibrational things. And people want it. People eat it up. Because they don't tell us to think more of ourselves. Which is why we have celebrities, right? For various reasons. They sold out for various reasons. All low vibrational things. And we are being destroyed by it. We are being destroyed. Like I said, the devil's out here doing whatever to these celebrities, meanwhile destroying us. Them too, but, destroying the witnesses. Okay? So I pray those that are, supposed to walk the narrow path continue or find their way in a world full of darkness. We must shine and be the light. Okay? But I think I've said enough, and I hope this message was clear to you guys, and I hope you understand, what I'm saying, whether you agree or disagree. And, I thank you all for listening, and may we all see the truth, even though sometimes it's hard to look. May we all see the truth. Okay? And don't forget to visit the website, humblyspirited.com, and check out all other episodes, old episodes, or just whatever piques your interest. And I thank you if you have been visiting the website. I get a lot of traffic for the most part. It comes in waves, I'd say. But, if you have been visiting the website, thank you. And if there's anything you want me to add to it, I will, just let me know. But, like I said, thank you so much for listening and taking out the time to check this episode out currently. And, I would love to leave you guys with a verse. So I'm going to get to that really quick. Okay, this is Matthew 7:13 and 14. Enter ye in at the strait gate, for wide is the gate and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction, and many there be which go in thereat. Because strait is the gate, and narrow is the way, which leadeth unto life, and few there be that find it. Okay? This is Humble Spirit, of course, and may you all be blessed and find true meaning. Okay? And may the Most High continue to be with us all. Keep your eyes open, guys. Peace and love.
This ain't for the money, this is for the love. This is sweating through my shirt before the sun's up. Thought that I was sure, thought that I would stop, but now I got 'em waiting for the other shoe to drop. Oh, I'm a flame burning bold in a world that's so cold. And I'm just getting started. I've been making moves.